All right, my community is the best. You guys have been sharing a ton of games for me to check out in Discord. If you guys aren't in the Discord, why the f not? Join it. It's down below. Shout out to Hero and Villain for sharing this yesterday. This is a game called Echoes Below. He says it looks like a more survival gray zone warfare / DayZ without the zombies, and apparently they have devlogs. We're going to look at the early access trailer, and then we're going to check out the game. As always, my name is Bigfry. This is more Bigfry. Subscribe now if you haven't done so already. Use code Bigfry for 10% off your orders at gamersubs.gg. Let's get into it. All right, so this is Echoes Below. Oh. Wait, what the fuck was that scope? Ew. Jittery movement. Oh, God. Apparently, we didn't get enough survival games from Dread Zone the other day, but I guess this is another one. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. It looks like the feature set is actually pretty cool. Holy fuck, does this look like trash right now, though? Maybe in a few years, like, holy shit. We're gonna look at the Steam page after this. The gunplay, it actually looks like it's almost unplayable to play. Am I fucking crazy? Okay. Holy fuck, somebody made worse night vision than Gray Zone Warfare. That's actually insane. Wow. Holy shit. All right. This is cool. I like this. They got a little animation work. Looks good. Oh, and then we get into the supernatural. Yeah, okay. I'm getting some fear vibes from this for sure. Echoes Below. Cool little logo too. Okay. We're gonna look at the Steam page. It says wishlist on Steam. This was the early access trailer, and apparently this dropped 4 months ago. Wishlist now on Steam, link in bio. Wait, why don't you just put the link in the description? All right, so it hasn't come out yet. It's going into early access. It's being developed by Echo Division. This looks to be their first project. Let's take a look here. So it's a tactical first-person shooter set in an unforgiving open-world survival environment. Okay. Single-player online co-op, so no PvP in this one, which is okay. They just dropped, looks like an update. We're going to look at that in a little bit. I want to look at the early access here. Let's have a look. So Echo Below is a complex and unique take on the survival genre. We chose early access because it allows us to work directly with our community. Okay, developing a game like Echoes Below is a complex and challenging task. Estimating an exact time frame is even harder. I can actually agree with that. Our current estimated early access period is about 3 to 4 years. Okay, that's, I mean, hey, that's a little bit more realistic than you know, 3 to 6 months that Dread Zone was saying they're gonna need. That's a little bit more realistic. I'm not mad at that answer. And to be fair, the game hasn't even come into early access yet, which is cool. So they have a roadmap already that they're working on before the game even comes out. I'm not gonna lie, like the game, it looks bad right now, but I have to agree with Hero and Villain. It does look like it would have potential. Oh, I see. So they announced that they're joining Steam Next Fest, and then a couple of months later, they said that they couldn't make it The planned demo and the associated workload have simply become too much for us to manage right now. As a two-person team. Oh, a two-person team? Oh, that changes things a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. A two-person team making a game like this is fucking crazy. Open world, survival, sandbox. That's, you know, here's the thing. Every single aspect of the game needs a ton of work. Now, this is a video about the FPS gameplay. When did this come out? April 12th. Oh, okay. So that came out after the trailer that we just watched came out. And I gotta say, it looks a lot better. There was a lot of jittering with the movement. Okay, this looks a lot cleaner. All right, editing Bigfry chiming in here. I was looking for a shot of one of their weapons for a thumbnail. The video's edited. I have to put this in here. FPS gameplay update, improved motion capture. So let's have a look here. So this is the video I was watching. I didn't make it this far in the video, but let's watch it here. What the actual fuck did I just watch? If this is improved motion capture, what was it before? Just go in slow motion. What? Your hand's like glitching through the fucking gun? Wrist broken instantly. It goes 0 to 100. What are we looking at? What is this? Man, yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. You literally break your own fucking wrist here as well. The gunplay animation, it needs a lot of work, guys. Honestly, this reminds me a little bit of Ground Branch. And I'm also pretty sure I've seen these weapons in an asset pack. I've seen them in other games. And so this is where we're gonna be at, right? As a two-person team, they're going to need to do a ton of work, right? Which means they're going to eventually fall back on all of the art in the game is most likely going to be assets, right? I bet you everything that we're seeing here is all assets that they purchased from the marketplace. I don't know how much of it is custom code, but when you're making a game this big, you're gonna cut corners. And yes, using assets is cutting corners. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing if it happens, you know, very, rarely. Like I know I was playing the RoboCop game recently, and I recognized a ladder asset that we use in our game, and it was just shoved in a corner, has no bearing on anything, right? That's, to me, is what assets should be used as a small supplement to kind of fill out spaces, especially when you're talking art assets, right? But what I worry with games like this is, so it's a handcrafted open world map, lots of highly detailed POIs, randomized loot based on POI themes. All of this is a lot of great concepts, definitely has potential. My guess is when I play this for the first time, it's not going to feel very good, right? Whenever they decide to go to early access, my guess is they're pushing to go to early access this year. Based on what I'm seeing already, it looks early, which again, not the worst thing in the world. All it's going to come down to is how much are you charging for it and how realistic are you being with your timeline? 2 people to develop a game of this magnitude, of this size, in 3 to 4 years' time, granted, that's if it comes out this year, I think is almost impossible. And if they do eventually push it to 1.0 as a 2-person team in 3 to 4 years, it's most likely not going to be anything close to what we need it to be. So when Hero and Villain posts and he says it looks like a survival Gray Zone Warfare DayZ, those games have had years of development already. On top of it, this game has to catch up to the competition while also having to be built by only 2 people. It's insane. This is one of those games where, like, I'm curious to see when it comes out. We're gonna play it, but this feels like an astronomical amount of scope for 2 people to make. And granted, like I said in the trailer, they have all of the features that like I'm seeing here at a very base level. You know, gunplay doesn't look particularly great. The building looks very basic. It looks like a ton of different asset packs that we've seen before. You know, they have vehicles, they have control of characters, AI, but the gunplay doesn't look great. You know, this navigation doesn't look great. The AI look very basic, which again is okay. It's all on a base level. When's the game coming out? If it's this year, sheesh, I don't know. Gonna be keeping my eye on this one. Curious. It has potential. But here, you know what, guys? Hey, the word potential always just, you know, it always gets me going because every single game on Steam in early access with two-man teams, not a big budget, they all have potential, right? If they got funding, if they hired more people, right? If everything worked out 100% and, you know, perfect world, nothing comes up, no issues, no nothing, of course, it would probably live up to its potential. Yeah. But in order for all of these things to line up, you want to know how much of a percentage chance you have of that happening, where you get the funding, you can hire the people, and absolutely no problems come up. You want to know the percent chance of that happening? 0. It's a 0% chance. Game development is not a linear, static thing. Game development is very fluid. You will run into issues. There will be times where you have deadlines and guys will be sick, or your partner might have to go away for a set of, you know, you're gonna be onboarding and hiring people with the funds that you make from early access. You have to onboard, and they might not work out, you know. So like the word potential pisses me off because everything in the world has potential, right? You have potential to live up to your wildest dreams, but you have to figure out the steps to fucking get there. And most of the time, look, guys, I've been doing this for a decade. Most of the time, these kind of projects don't live up to their full potential. I'm planning a video here soon, a video I haven't done in a long time on the main channel, where I revisit some of the most controversial games that I said weren't going to make it, that people fought, argued, cried, complained, left a ton of comments saying that it was, they like, I'm too harsh, blah, blah, blah. We're going to go back and revisit them and see where they're at this stage of the game. I like doing it because I feel like it keeps me in check. It makes me, because if there's one that's breaking the mold and like, holy fuck, they actually did make it, you know, I can go back and eat crow. There'd be nothing more that I want to do than just to eat my words on all of these things, because that means that we have more games that are actually good. More games is great. More mediocre to bad games are not great. Anyways, guys, if you want to check out Echoes Below, I will have a link to their Steam page in the description and the top pinned comment. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I have a bad feeling, but that doesn't mean they can't prove me wrong. As always, my name is Bigfry. Make sure you guys subscribe to more Bigfry now. We just hit 10,000 subscribers. I just put out a Q&A video yesterday where I answered your guys' questions from Discord. So if you haven't seen that video, go take a look, and I'll see you on the next one.